Gonzalez set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Smith, his first carry, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Lions nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. No chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At
the first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Hendricks eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Pass.
Balls in the air.
And then my favorite.
Broski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Hendricks. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hendricks. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11. From the gun, Hendricks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw on 3rd down, Hendricks. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Good job. How that boy stepping up, Riley.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Hendricks.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 33. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
On first and 10, Hendricks. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
The quarterback takes
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Hendricks. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
A gain of 11 yards. It's fourth down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious This decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Smith trying to run for it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Tackle made back at the 9-yard line.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons add on.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points up. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick six there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
Chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. Throwing on first down. Hendricks. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Hendricks. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Hendricks. Flushed out right. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Hendricks. Escaping the pressure right.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 30-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too clear.
And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Hendricks. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Hendricks. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Number 87.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Toss left. This is Smith. And the ball closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And goal.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Hendricks. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Hendricks.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
A loss of 2 yards.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down now, it's Smith. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, Hendricks. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Ito Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 14 yards away. And this offense is running away with this one as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now this one is tight end on the right side. And that left is well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, Hendricks. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Hendricks eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Hendricks. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown. Hey, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll keep it on the ground. Seymour, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Time is left. And goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, Hendricks. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. But this one's going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Yards to go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hendricks. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, they move a step